The Quest for Killer Infrastructure was the title of Debate 4 introduced by Sean Hackett of the 451 group. Each vendor panellist was asked to help an imaginary buyer move from private to public cloud. Arpit Joshipura from Dell made the first pitch.
All right. So first of all, let's go out for lunch. Just kidding. It's too early. All right. Good morning. So we were asked to give like a short 5-minute overview of how Dell would solve the challenge that has been laid out, by the customer, Sean here. And so I'm just going to take a little bit of time explaining our vision, what we see, and how we solve it. And again, this is by no means comprehensive, but I'm going to start off by a very simple, high-level statement saying, Dell believes in what we call future-ready IT. And it's all about software-defined enterprise. And I use the word enterprise, not data center. It's end-to-end.
Joshipura then presented a vision of the virtualized data center based on virtual infrastructure and SDN.
Think of this as a server model in networking. Right? That's what I want you to leave with. An IT admin long-term will manage the network just like a server. Okay? They will use standard Linux tools. They will not need CCIE certified engineers in the future. And this is a very important statement, okay? Just remember that. And that's kind of where, we start off the conversation. So I'll pass it over to my colleague.
Okay, so a little bit again about a problem statement first. We believe that the world is moving to a new style of IT that's driven by the demands of agility and the demands of cloud. So the 4 mega trends associated here are cloud, security, big data, and mobility.
Wilde said that networks were converging and needed to be dynamic using virtualization and automation in order to deliver lower costs and consistency.
So the value proposition we're driving, as I said, around network simplification, the value prop you get from this is you get agility, you get the ability to be very agile in how you get the network to align with the needs of the business.
Charles Ferland from IBM said his company took a holistic view from a software-defined perspective.
What we're really trying to do is deploy a virtual system that has compute, that has storage, that has network, and has a smart software wrapped around it that will allow to have that workload with the right credentials and the right network configuration deployed at the right time on the right platform. May that be a mainframe workload, Power workload, KVM, or VMware. Right? So this is where we're focusing and applying our strategy, is not to singly focus on a technology, but look at the data center in a broader point of view and integrated that into a software-defined environment.
Good morning, everyone. So I was talking to a CIO of a Fortune 100 company, and this is what he told me. He said, Sunil, how can I build and how can I take my existing private data center that I have and make it like Amazon? How can I make it as agile, as programmable, and as automated as AWS is? And by the way, I don't have one data center, I have multiple data centers. And my internal customers are putting tremendous pressure on me because they want to deploy applications very rapidly. So what I seek is an environment where I can build a private data center, a private cloud, that's as automated, as agile, as programmable as AWS is. And by the way, I want full control over all the assets in the data center. How do I do that?
Khandekar went on to describe his offering as characterized by SDN, automation, control, and visibility. His was the last formal presentation, and Hackett and his panel went on to discuss a number of surrounding issues during the time remaining.